Hi everyone, I thought we would do a video about an application problem involving ellipses. Okay, so this is just one example of a possible conic application. So it says an elliptical design is often used for tunnels. An engineer wants to make a tunnel in the shape of a semi-ellipse with maximum height 15 feet and maximum width at the bottom 12 feet. Okay, so first, a semi-ellipse, that's just half of an ellipse. Okay, so here's our tunnel, and then we're going to draw a semi-ellipse shape. Okay, if you really want to make it look like a tunnel, you can always make it a little bit more 3D. Okay, so there's a couple things that we know. And so the first thing is, you have your center point there. And so the maximum height, so this distance, is 15 feet. And the maximum width, this distance, is 12 feet. And if it's 12 feet all the way across, that means it is 6 feet on each side. Okay. The other thing I know is that I'm centered at the origin. Okay. You can always make it centered at the origin unless it says otherwise. So the question here says, write the equation of the semi-ellipse with the origin placed at the center. So doing that, we have x minus 0 squared, okay, over the a direction 6 squared, plus y minus 0 squared, right, and the y distance is 15 feet, squared equals 1. Okay, now we can simplify that, so we get x squared over 36 plus y squared over 225 equals 1. So there's our equation. Okay, then it says if the tunnel is for a 2-lane highway, would a 5-foot wide and 10-foot tall truck fit inside? Okay, so now I'm thinking I have a truck. I'm just going to draw a rectangle for the truck. It is 5 feet wide, so let's say it goes there, and then it is 10 feet tall. Okay, so I don't know if it will fit on the tunnel. I don't know if it, will crash. That's what we have to figure out. Okay, the only thing we know at the moment is that it's 5 feet wide. So let's assume that it kind of hugs that center line. So I know that this point here is 5 feet. Okay, which means if I'm thinking about an ellipse, on the ellipse here, I have some point at 5 in the x-coordinate and some unknown height. I don't know what height it is exactly 5 feet from the center. Okay, so now there's a couple things, we can talk about and find with this. So we're looking at that y value, and the idea is y represents the height of the tunnel. So now if y is bigger than 10 feet, which is the height of the truck will fit under it. Okay, so that is the truck will fit. Okay, if y is less than 10 feet, the truck won't fit. Okay, so the truck crashes, we'll say. Okay, so the only thing we have to do is plug in that point 5 comma y and solve for y. So I'm going to do that now. So I will have 5 squared over 36 plus y squared over 225 equals 1. Okay, so my first thing is I'm going to subtract this, right, and just kind of as on the side, 5 squared equals 25. So I get y squared over 225 equals 1 minus 25 over 36. Okay, and then again, keep in mind that 1 is actually 36 over 36. So I get y squared over 225 equals 36 minus 25, which is 11 over 36. Now to get rid of the 225, I would have to multiply both sides by 225. Okay, and I'm not actually going to do that right now. I'm just going to use the calculator for that. So I have y squared equals 11 times 225 all over 36. And then my last mathematical step is just to take a square root of both sides, right, to get rid of that square. Okay, so when doing this, and then I'm typing into my calculator just like that, the square root of 11 times 225 over 36. And I get that it is approximately 8.29 feet high. Okay, so if the tunnel is 8.29 feet and the truck is 10 feet, the truck will definitely not fit in the tunnel. Okay, so since y is less than 10 feet, then the truck will not fit. Okay, the truck will not fit. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thanks for listening.